And we move from the CEO of Keliber Technology to the CEO of the Eurobattery Materials, which is Roberto García Martínez. Please come on stage. And you will now introduce to us fair and sustainable batteries from Europe for Europe.
Gut. Vielen Dank von der Intro, sehr gut gesprochen. Ich hoffe, mein Deutsch wäre noch besser als dein Spanisch. Ich bin Roberto, ich bin der Vorstandsvorsitzende von Eurobattery Minerals. Es ist eine Ehre, hier heute zu sein und alles euch zu zeigen. I will change to English. And I will start to answer the gentleman there, is Europe can be sufficient to support the battery industry for the next years? And I can tell you, yes, we can do it. There are studies from the European Investment Bank that said at least until 2030, 65% of the capacity of the demand of the European market can be covered from Europe. Let's start. A lot of people during the day spoke about materials, batteries. But I'm here today to tell you that Europe and Germany especially has everything from B to Z, but we are missing A. And it's the materials, the raw materials. In Europe, in Germany, you are a leader in batteries, but unfortunately, you are not a mining country. Let me show you a video, and then I will continue. Start here, start right now in the mining. All of us, we are using mining materials every day in our lives. All of us, we are brushing our teeth every day, I hope. You are using fluoride. Without fluoride, you will have a problem today. Every single part of our lives is involved the mining industry. And you have here, in everything in our lives, is electrification and batteries, or that we need the batteries. But where is coming the batteries? Eurobattery Minerals is focused only in 3 or 4 materials: nickel, copper, and rare earth elements. Our business model is coming from the exploration through all the feasibility study until to go in production. We are doing that in 3 different countries. I will speak later on, and I will try to go quick because the Spanish people like to talk too much, and we have only 10 minutes here. Our company is quite new. It's only 10-15 years old. We started in 2009. In 2015, we went to the stock market in Stockholm. And at the beginning of this year, we are also here in Germany, in Stuttgart and in Frankfurt. I have to say that we are extremely happy how the German market react. Almost 12% of our shareholders are already German citizens or German investors. So we have an affinity here already in the German market. Let me speak a little bit about how it looks, the electrification and the battery in the car industry. Obviously, you are experts. I don't have nothing to explain to you, but the number that you are seeing that in the slides is just they speak by themselves. So we need more batteries, we need more materials, and all come to the same point. Where is coming these materials? The demand will be crazy in the next years, and my colleagues from Finland speak here about the capacity of lithium from their projects, but it will be very interesting, and now I will go to a very provocative slices. And I'm Spanish, so I'm a foreigner here, so allow me to be a little provocative to you that. Where are coming these materials now, today, in 2021? Are almost monopolized, but less of 6 countries in the world. 70% of cobalt is coming from Congo. Chile and South America and other countries in South America almost monopolize the copper production. Indonesia and Malaysia almost monopolize the nickel production. Someone spoke here before about aluminum. Guinea-Conakry last week has a cup, and Guinea-Conakry monopolized 70% of the bauxite production in the world. So saying that, to come back to the European market and the European continent, we can really mine these minerals in Europe. Now is coming the provocation, ethical aspect and sustainability. I know there is a lot of colleagues here for the car manufacturers, but we have to be a little hard ourselves. Many of the car industry, and I don't want to mention any name here today, are using cobalt from Congo, and I have been working 15 years in Africa, and I know what is going on there. And to try to stop that, we need to make the European Union and the politicians to wake up and to try to change the mining laws and to try to be more flexible for the mining industry and to get mining from Europe to the European market. Our company, as I mentioned, our vision is to supply sustainable and traceable materials from the European continent to the European market. We are part of the IRMA and we are part of the IRMA. For many of you, IRMA doesn't play a big name, but IRMA is an American organization that 35 mining companies in the world. Means if the car industry or the manufacturer or the battery manufacturer buy for a company that is certified by IRMA, means that you apply or you fulfill all the sustainability, labor laws, and et cetera, et cetera. So we are part of this organization. By the way, I believe BMW and Daimler are also part of the organization. And Daimler said that they will not buy minerals for any company that is not certified. Our primary focus is nickel, cobalt, copper, rare earth elements, and vanadium. Our projects are in Finland, in Sweden, and obviously in Spain. When it's come to minerals in general and metals in general, one question for the audience. How many metals there are in one mobile phone? All of you has a mobile phone in your table now. Any of you knows how many metals are inside? 35. 35 metal inside of every single mobile telephone. And any of you knows that these all minerals and metals can be mined in Europe. All of them, the 35. More, less, but all of them. We can be self-sufficient and not depend on other countries. To come back to our company, we will start to produce hydroxide, nickel, and cobalt in Finland in 2023. As I mentioned before, we have been in Germany since 8 months, but the media is follow-ups with a lot of successful. Today, the Süddeutsche Zeitung I get the report and 2 hours ago, make an article about us because we have made a survey about electrical cars and sustainability, and Süddeutsche Zeitung is reporting about us today. We are very international in our share price, and as I said, we are 15 million shares and in different countries, and our shareholders are globally. As mentioned, 12% are Germans already, and I wish that after today, not even more people are from here, from this audience, will invest in this great project. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Ui, Professor, say it. I'm scared now.
No. Now you were provocative. Are there any questions on that there behind? Yeah. Can someone bring the micro? Ferdi here, over there, the young lady. Please.
It's too many men, only one woman.
Yeah,
two women.
I'm sorry. Easy to find. Thank you so much for your presentation, and I actually thought it's not provocative. I think it's very courageous and very important that you raised those topics. Nevertheless, I need to be provocative now.
Absolutely.
And, do you really think the solution is to not source cobalt from the Congo, for example, anymore, but exclusively, source the resources from Europe? Because indirectly that would mean we would literally let people die in the Congo and withdraw all economic power from them. Because what I think is we should rather make sure that we optimize and the conditions in the Congo and make sure that it's fair pay and safety of labor and all that.
No, absolutely. I'm fully agree with you. There are two different factors here. When I speak to investors, when I speak to politicians, always I say to them, the solution is not to stop the production in Congo, because in Congo a lot of families are living from mining, and it's artisanal mining, and we cannot stop that. The solution is to give better work conditions to these people and to help them. And there are organizations, and I know, for example, Glencore or Tesla are working very close with the Congolese government to try to support them. So car industry is working very close with Congo, but nevertheless, I have to say that right now it's better to have a sustainable and under control mining in Europe than not the mining that in several other countries are doing right now and are not good.
Maybe it's also a best practice example to show that it's possible. I have a similar question when I'm thinking now, how strong do you really think is the will of our society and also from car companies to really get rid of children working in mines? Because if I look to the textile industry,
absolutely,
of course we have to look to our supply chains, but I don't think we really control that, and I don't think we really care about that at the end of the day.
We have made a survey. More than 50% of the population that are ready to buy an electrical car, the sustainability and the work conditions of the people play a big role. But I'm fully agree with you. People, or that we want to look in other direction, and we don't look in the reality. And the reality is that 7 million people, or the 7 million children, are working in the mining industry worldwide. That is the fact. That means not Roberto saying that. That is UNICEF saying that 7 million people, or the children, are working in the mining. And we need to change that. And for that, my colleagues from Finland and ourselves in Sweden, we are obviously totally different approach. And also, we are here because we want to look also for a project in Germany. And I have met the Prime Minister from Saxony last week, and you have potential in Germany. I'm very angry when I met Dr. Krebs from Volkswagen two months ago, and he explained to me that the materials from the cell battery, they go to South Korea, and then go to Poland, and then to Saxony. You have minerals. I will not mention projects now because it's very confidential for us, but we are talking to several companies or projects here in Germany. But you have the possibility to mine copper, to mine lithium in Germany, 300 kilometers from the Volkswagen factory in Spieker.
So
We have to do that.
means having a really children-free manufactured vehicle might be a good pressure to us.
Absolutely, absolutely. I like to call ourselves, we are a boutique mining company.
Okay, any other Mr. Wollenhaupt?
Please.
The micro is coming, just, yeah.
What we have facing as a battery company that our establishment of a battery factory requires around 3 years. No?
Mm-hmm.
And how quick can you react as a mining company to our demand? Because I heard they're very, very disturbing timeframes. Okay.
Our company or in general the mining companies?
You and in general, maybe.
We have the mining companies in general and in Europe especially, we have a problem that is the licenses process is extremely slowly. You have to do a lot of bewilligungen and a lot of things that take years. There is only a couple of exceptions in Germany. One is Tesla. Tesla took all the licenses approval from the government, from the Brandenburg government and from the regional government in less than 2 years. That is an extraordinary exception regarding to a project. In general, it can take 3, 4, 5, even 10 years until one mining project goes in production. In Sweden, in Finland, fortunately for us, we are quicker. Not always is that the case. Nevertheless, I come to Germany and I want to have a German project and I will fight for them, even though a lot of people told me, oh, but I'm Spanish, I will take the bull by the horns and I will go and I hope we can get a mining project. In Germany, for example, you have the potential to be one big player in lithium. There is one Australian company working here in Germany, I don't want to mention names, but they have a lot of potential to be one. Germany can be a big player in lithium production. And you have in the 70s, 80s, it was copper production. A lot of people doesn't know that Poland in Europe is the largest copper producer in Europe. On the other side of the border, in Saxony, in Brandenburg, you have the same mineralization body. You can be a big player. Let's work for it.
Okay, what a nice conclusion. So thanks again.
Thank you to you. Thanks a lot.